Hey guys, Jim here. Welcome back once again. Today we're going to take a look at something brand spanking new from Lumablade. This is, I gotta tell you, this is Jason's most interesting, I think, knife to date. For those of you that have not seen it, I did a review on his Raven. I still have it. I still love it. I still carry it. It's really been a fantastic, just a beautifully built knife. I've been extremely happy with it. This is his newest. It's called the Merc. Now, what I don't want you to do right now is get overly concerned with the finish. This Boba Fett themed knife is just one of many ways that you can order the Merc. This is actually the prototype, as you see right here. I don't even know what steel he used for it. I don't know nothing, man. It's just that this is the prototype. And this is the Boba Fett edition. And I talk with Jason a lot. We're like two high school girls sometimes on especially on Facebook. And I got to watch as this knife progressed from the very first blade that he cut out to how he was going to do the handles and the thoughts, the ideas that he had for the different machining patterns and stuff that he was going to do. This has been a long process, a long time in the making. And what he wants to do with this knife to be different is he's going to be offering, because he is a CNC wizard after all, he's going to be offering precision machined components. And I'm being very specific in how I word that. Precision machined components. That means I could have 5 of these knives laying here in front of me right now, take them all apart, mix and match the parts, and they should all fall together perfectly from one knife to the next. There should be no variance whatsoever. Everything should work. So what he's going to do is offer a knife. When you buy the Merc, you'll buy it in whatever fashion it is that he's offering. And he's going to offer different back spacers, different presentation sides. I don't know that he's going to be offering different lock sides. I don't want to speak out of school. It's a possibility. Maybe even different clips. It's going to be a modular design is what I'm saying. You'll be able to buy whatever you want. Look how excited people got when Rick Hinderer for the XM18 and XM24 went, we're now going to offer anodized standoffs. Yay! People went apeshit, lost their minds. Oh my God, I could finally buy blue standoffs for my... Big deal. But it was a step in the right direction. Because that's what people want. They want modularity. They'd love to be able to customize a knife to their own specifications and then change it whenever they change their mind. You know, it's like me. I have, in some cases, multiple different holsters for the different pistols that I carry because I want to carry in a different manner, perhaps, or just different ways that I'm dressing. I just want to kind of change things up a little bit. You get the chance to do that here. Now, this particular variation, oh yeah, is the Boba Fett theme. Let's give you a nice close-up here. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah. And if you're wondering about the handkerchief in the background here, this is made by Little Bird, what is it, Little Bird Productions. Hold on, let me just pull it up on my phone here real quick. Little Bird Industries. This is a collaboration that they did together so that you could get more unique packaging. So, if you happen to buy one of the Fett edition, you will get one of these nice custom embroidered handkerchiefs to go along with it. Me, I don't get the whole Hank thing that everybody seems to be going so crazy over. I'm not the kind of person that blows my nose into something then wants to put it back in my pocket to carry around all day, which is what a handkerchief is for. But well, the popularity of Instagram and other social media outlets where we do pocket dumps has made hanks blow up. Because now you can be wherever you want to be and you can lay your watch on here and your keys and your knife and your gun or whatever it is that you're carrying, take a cool picture for your social media and off you go. And for that, I totally get it. Totally get it. I don't have a need for it, but I totally get it. For the typical common uses of a handkerchief, no thank you. Y'all's nasty. Just saying. Okay. So let's take a good look at the knife. So you've got, it's just about 8.5 inches overall length with a 3.5 inch blade. Modified sheep's foot, at least that's what I would designate it as. Maybe Jason has a different idea. And notice the fuller. I really dig this fuller. The way that it just slowly disappears. Holy crap. He has got one hell of an edge on there. I really, really dig that that fuller. And yeah, this background is definitely playing hell with my camera. It does not like to focus on the subject, so we won't be using this background again in the future. This blade design is awesome. I wish it was a little bit taller and a hair longer. See, can it be longer? Well, yeah, a little bit. Probably no, not really, because he's really done a great job of shaping the tail end of the frame to completely complement that tip. What makes it seem longer is the protruding back spacer, so I'll give it that. If you didn't have that, it would look more balanced. But I do wish it was just a teeny tiny little bit taller. But the handle feels so good in the hand. It's great size, no hot spots. He has very gently rounded everything off. It looks sharp and crisp to the eye, but there is no sharpness whatsoever in what you feel. You do have a pivot collar going around the pivot. You may not realize that. It may just look like, oh, they just Cerakoted that area. No, that is a separate component. That is a true set of pivot collars on there. Nice detail. This is the placement for his logo on this particular model. In his other models, he's actually uses a smaller back spacer, and inside of the frame is where he's been putting his logo. I don't know if this is going to be the permanent placement. Again, this is the prototype. If it were me, I'd like to see that kind of hidden away too, but doesn't really matter. I got the colors on here pretty dang good, I gotta tell you, man. I love the battle worn finish. Really nicely done. Very clean work all the way around. As a matter of fact, he was even debating, should there be more battle-worn look or less? Should it look crisper and cleaner and newer? And I kept telling him, like, no, the more worn, the better. It's going to complement the overall theme perfectly. Nice job on the centering there. Overall, the whole thing just feels nice. The one thing, and I've already discussed it with him, that I would change, because he's got a very small and very rounded flipper tab. It's an absolute requirement that he has to have jimping up here, because my finger slips off this fairly regularly when I'm going to play with it, because he's got a perfect detent on here. If it was any lighter, you'd be shaking it out, or it would just kind of like half open, it wouldn't go to full lock. He has got a fantastic detent on here. It's very snappy, very, very fast, very well done. So I wanted to make sure you got a chance to see this, you know, kind of live and in person, because even though his books are closed, he will go into, whether it be Facebook or Instagram, and say, okay, I'm going to make 10 of the Mercs. I'm going to open up 10 slots. Get with me right now to get on there. So you want to follow him. You'll want to turn on notifications for his posts, because it's the only way you're ever going to own one of these, period. I don't even have a chance right now at owning one of these. Again, this is the prototype. This is Jason's. It's going back to him. He did not give this to me. I'm not being paid to do this. This is not one of those things that people like to say about reviewers. This is not my knife. You'll see it back in his possession soon now. That I apologize. I've had it for like 2 months, but it'll be back in his possession soon, and you'll see him with it. So I don't even know if I'm going to get a chance to get one, but what I'm saying is, if you're not following him, you'll never get one. Period. He's not going to make a lot, particularly in this variation. And you know what? You guys know I'm a big Boba Fett fan. It was kind of my Star Wars knives that kickstarted this whole thing, with everybody else doing Star Wars themes, and that's cool. That's awesome. And I'm really happy that everybody's getting so much enjoyment. But yeah, my Mandalorian Mako, going back a couple of years now, was kind of the one that started the whole trend. And you know what? This is done. This is done so well. And almost everybody that has done some sort of Mandalorian theme forgets about the red. They'll focus on the green and the different shades of green. They'll get the red, the maroon in there. I apologize, the yellow in there, but they forget about the red or the maroon. And it really needs all the colors. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it right. Remember, yellow is the smallest accent on Boba Fett's whole look there. It's really going to be the green, it's going to be the red, and then just a little splash of yellow, just a little tiny bit. And Jason nailed it. He did such a great job concepting this, creating this. It's got a nice balance. It feels great in the hand. It feels great in pretty much every position. You get a little bit of a hot spot from the clip if you're holding it like this to cut and pull towards you, but that is probably one of the least popular ways to worry about holding a knife. He's obviously using ceramic, bearings at the pivot. I don't know if there's ceramic or steel. Again, this is a prototype. I have zero information. He will list, when he starts actually making these, he'll have the whole list out there for you. But again, please don't forget the idea of this knife is modularity. While this one happens to be a totally bitchin' Boba Fett theme, that's not what this knife is about. That's just this particular execution. If you wanted something where it's all bronze with blue hardware, and when you buy it, the whole thing's all bronze, and you decide, okay, well, I'm going to buy the blued backspacer and blued clip, you're going to have that chance to do it. Or you know what, today I'm dressing up. I want the Timascus presentation size. Boom. Then you'll just simply undo a couple of screws, pull this off, put the presentation side on there of your choosing, and out the door you go. And you know what? That's, I didn't realize that. Look at that. Again, sharp detent, but yes! I didn't realize you could use that to open the knife. Bonus, have no idea if that's intentional, but I just discovered that. Yay me. So anyway, you're going to have that modularity, you're going to have that transmorphability. I don't know if that's a real word, but I sure like how it sounds. And if you do get the Boba Fett, which I think is totally cool, you're going to get the Hank to go with it. Nice little bonus, great packaging. They come in an OtterBox. At least that's, well, okay, I don't want to say that. That's how the prototype came. I don't know if he's going to do OtterBoxes. It could be rolled up in a knife burrito. It could be not in a zippered case. I don't know. I don't want to say that. But he has done cool packaging on the other knives. And again, I've had my Raven, I want to say for a year. Has it been a whole year? I don't know. I think it's been about a year. And I really, really dig it. Nice, big, full-size knife. You can go watch the review on that. And you know what? This has been a very volatile year in my collection. So when you see something that has survived the multiple purges that I have gone through, you know it's worth an extra look. Anyway, there's your quick look. Hey, look at that. I kept this one under 20 minutes. Yay me. I'll see you guys on the next video.